The story of little Marika. Once upon a time, on a land far away, there lived a little plant named Marika. Even though she is the only one of her kind living in that land, she is very jolly. One sunny day, some unknown creatures arrived and talked to dearest Marika.
Hola, señorita.
What are you?
We are the minions!
What are you doing here?
We are exploring this place. Would you mind to be our friend?
Sure, my name's Marika.
They asked Marika all sorts of questions until they became hungry.
I feel hungry!
Don't you feel hungry, Marika?
Oh, I do not eat anything.
But why?
Because I can make my own food.
Amazing! How do you do that?
The next thing they knew, Marika is carefully explaining the process of how she makes her own food, known as photosynthesis.
My friend Mr. Sun helps me.
Don't you mean you need his light to make food?
Mr. Sun gives off light which is caused by the green pigments in my leaves called chlorophyll. The chlorophyll can be found inside the chloroplast. I also need water and carbon dioxide in order to make my own food. The water enters through the roots and passes through the xylem until it reaches the leaves. Carbon dioxide enters the leaves through the tiny openings called the stomata or stomates. The process of how I manufacture my own food is known as photosynthesis. Photo meaning light and synthesis which means making of. Photosynthesis occurs in a place known as the mesophyll. It has two phases, the light-dependent reaction and the light-independent reactions, also known as the Calvin cycle. In the light-dependent reactions, water is hydrolyzed with the aid of sunlight. Upon hydrolysis, two electrons are produced. Electrons get excited due to the energy from the light which causes them to move and jump from a place to another. There are two places that the electrons travel called photosystems 1 and 2. After passing through photosystem 2, energy in the form of adenosine triphosphate or ATP is produced. The electrons will then pass through photosystem 1 which aids in the production of NADPH. The products of the light-dependent reactions will then be used in the Calvin cycle. This is where carbon dioxide gets in and used to produce a G3P compound known as glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate. Other products of photosynthesis are oxygen and energy in the forms of ATPs.
The minions are truly amazed by Marika's power to make her own food.
Can we make our own food too?
Oh no, you are not capable of photosynthesizing. You do not have the green pigment needed. You are a heterotroph while I am an autotroph.
Wow! That sounds complicated and amazing!
Hoopla!